Dear students, we will continue our next lecture of cell molecular biology, lecture number 8, that is ultrastructure of Golgi complex. Last time we have seen ultrastructure of endoplasmic reticulum, in which we have seen cisternae, vesicles and tubules. So these are the parts which further develops as Golgi complex, one of the another, or we can say next cell organelle, Golgi complex. So we will see the structure and function of Golgi complex. Last time we have seen the functions of endoplasmic reticulum. Now we will start here the functions of or structure and functions of Golgi body. So these are the functions that we have previously studied: protein synthesis, glycogen synthesis, lipid synthesis, cholesterol synthesis, detoxification, circulation and exchange, membrane flow, other synthetic functions, and all this work has been carried out by endoplasmic reticulum. Now we will see ultrastructure and function of Golgi bodies. What are the Golgi body? So the word Golgi was given by the name of the scientist, that is Camillo Golgi, because it was studied by Camillo Golgi in 1890, and this was Italian scientist or neurologist. He has found out this in the neural cells whenever he was studying other cells simultaneously, and described the internal reticular apparatus in the nerve cells of the barn owl. While he was doing research on owl, he found that the Golgi bodies are there, and these are nothing but in a complex form. A simple structure is the Golgi body, and it is whenever they are together forming it called as Golgi complex, or in another way we can call it as a Golgi apparatus also. It is a complex cytoplasmic organelle of animal and plant cells. It is for the performance of certain important cellular functions such as biosynthesis of polysaccharides. Means biosynthesis of many sugars is being carried out by this Golgi body or apparatus. Then also perform the packaging of cellular synthetic products like proteins, then production of secretory vesicles, and differentiation of cellular membranes like endoplasmic reticulum. The Golgi complex is a canalicular system with sacs. They have sacs, but it has parallel arranged flattened membrane bounded vesicles which lacks ribosomes. Here the ribosomes are not present. Last time we have seen the endoplasmic reticulum are of two types, that is rough endoplasmic reticulum and smooth endoplasmic reticulum. So in smooth there are no ribosomes, but in rough RER the ribosomes are there, and as they are formed from ER, they may show actually, but they are not present. So this is the structure. In diagram you can see that the microscopic view of the Golgi complex. So this is complex because this is the single Golgi. These are the different stacks or sacs, Golgi sacs, and therefore it is called as complex. Therefore it is named Golgi complex. Actually these are cisternae. These are cisternae. Different. We have seen cisternae in endoplasmic reticulum. So these are cisternae, and they pinch off and to form the small vesicles, or we can say vacuoles. So this is the basic structure. So Golgi complex is composed of cisternae, vesicles, and these are the sacs in the cisternae, open sacs. So morphology of Golgi complex is quite as such what we are observing here in the diagram. So the morphologically Golgi complex of plant and animal cells has basic similarity. There is no more difference or very rare difference. The Golgi bodies of plant cells measures about 1 to 3 micron in length and about 0.5 micron in width. This is the size of Golgi body in plant cell. The organelle is disc shaped, so these are the disc, looking like a disc, and consist of central flattened plate-like compartments. These are the central flattened plate-like compartments called as cisternae, and peripheral network of interconnecting tubules. This is the peripheral network of interconnecting many tubules, and peripherally occurring vesicles and Golgian vacuoles. Vesicles and Golgian vacuoles. We can say another vacuole is the different word given to it. So this is about the simple morphological structure. We will see the detail what are the cisternae, vesicles, as we have studied in endoplasmic reticulum. So first cisternae, this one is the cisternae. A Golgi cisternae is a sac-like structure filled with fluid. A Golgi complex usually consists of variable numbers, that is 3 to 12, and these are flat, tubular or filamentous in nature. So these are the cisternae. These are flat or tubular or filamentous, and they have number, variable number 2, 3, 4 up to 12. So they might have 12 cisternae attached with each other, and they are closely packed in parallel bundles or stacks. Actually here is sacks, but if they are arranged one over another, it is a stack. STAC means आपल्या भाषेत आपण असं म्हणतो थप्पी लावली बघ एकावर एक एकावर एक. स्टॅक्स, दीज आर द सॅक्स, म्हणजे पिशवी ज्याच्यामध्ये वेसिकल्स आहे, सिक्रेटरी मटेरियल असल्यामुळे वी कॅन यूज द वर्ड सॅक्स. बट इफ सॅक्स आर अरेंज्ड इन सिरीज वी कॅन कॉल इट एज अ स्टॅक्स. स्टॅक मीन्स एकावर एक ठेवलेले, रचलेले. वन अबोव द अदर, हे बघा आला शब्द, स्टॅक वन अबोव द अदर. ऑल द सिस्टरनी आर स्लाइटली कर्व्ड, थोडेसे वाकलेले आहेत त्याचे, गोल curved so as to give a concave and convex face to the whole stack. In the stack, the cisternae are separated from each other by an intercisternal space of about 100 to 150 degree angstrom in width. So it has about 100 to 150 degree angstrom in width. The cisternae have some definite polarity. One pole of each of them is associated with nuclear envelope or with endoplasmic reticulum. You see, one of the pole of this complex, Golgi complex, is either attached to the nuclear envelope or to the endoplasmic reticulum, and this is called proximal pole or forming face. Wherever these are found attached, this is called as proximal pole. पुढचा भाग म्हणायचा त्याला, म्हणजे गोल्गी कॉम्प्लेक्स पुढच्या कोणत्या मागच्या कोणत्या, आता हे ओळखण्यासाठी त्याला न्यूक्लियर एन्व्हलप किंवा एंडोप्लाझमिक रेटिक्युलम जिथे अटॅच असेल तो त्याच्या पुढच्या भाग असेल. अँड टुवर्ड्स द अपोजिट पोल और डिस्टल पोल कॉल्ड मॅच्युरिंग फेस, द सिस्टर्नल मेम्ब्रेन्स बिकम प्रोग्रेसिवली मोर लाईक प्लाझ्मा मेम्ब्रेन. मागच्या बाजूला तो प्लाझ्मा मेम्ब्रेन सारखा दिसणार पसरट भाग, आणि त्याला डिस्टल एंड म्हणायचं. हे पहिलं प्रॉक्झिमल एंड आणि दुसरं डिस्टल एंड. आणि तिकडे त्याची डेव्हलपमेंट असते, किंवा ओरिजिन म्हणतो आपण त्याला, किंवा मॅच्युरिंग फेस म्हणतात त्याला, मॅच्युअर होत जातं तिकडनं ते. सो दिस इज लाईक अ प्लाझ्मा मेम्ब्रेन. अँड द सिक्रेटरी वेसिकल्स आर फॉर्म्ड फ्रॉम दिस डिस्टल पोल ऑफ द सिस्टर्नी. आणि या मागच्या भागापासूनच ते वेसिकल्सची निर्मिती होत असते किंवा तयार होत असतात. अशा पद्धतीने या सिस्टर्नी स्टॅक्ड असतात, सॅक्ड असतात, कर्व्ड असतात, कॉन्केव्ह कॉन्व्हेक्स असतात, आणि पुढच्या बाजूला न्यूक्लियसला किंवा न्यूक्लियर एन्व्हलपला आणि एंडोप्लाझमिक रेटिक्युलमला पैकी दोघांना कोणतरी एकाला चिकटलेले असतात, तो पुढच्या भाग असतो, आणि मागच्या भागातून वेसिकल्स बनतात. दिस इज ऑल अबाउट द सिस्टर्नी. नाउ सेकंड पार्ट इज ट्यूब्युल्स. These are composed of many tubules at the sides, and these tubules are arising from the peripheral area, आजूबाजूने येतात ते, of the cisternae, and these are complex, आणि म्हणून त्याला आपण गोल्गी कॉम्प्लेक्स म्हणतो. ॲनास्टोमोझिंग म्हणजे गुंतागुंतीचे असतं ते नेटवर्क, फ्लॅट network having 300 to 500 degree angstrom. आता इथं आपण 100 ते 150 बघितलं, इथे 300 to 500 degree angstrom in diameter. ट्युब्युल्स जरा मोठे असतात, या थोड्याशा नॅरो असतात, बट दे आर अरायझिंग फ्रॉम द सिस्टर्नी. तिसरं वेसिकल्स. वी हॅव सीन इन द डायग्राम द सर्क्युलर वेसिकल्स अरायजेस at the sides of the Golgi cisterns. These are small, these are droplet like sacs which remain attached to the tubules at the periphery. Where? At the periphery of the cistern. We have seen in figure, they are attached at the periphery of cistern. You see, these are the vesicles attached at the periphery. म्हणजे अवतीभोवती, पेरिफेरी म्हणजे अवतीभोवती असतात ते वेसिकल्स, मध्ये नसतात. हे सिस्टरने असे कर्ड असं बघा वाकलेले असतात. याला कॉन्केव पण म्हणू शकतो, कॉन्व्हेक्स पण म्हणू शकतो. कॉन्केव या बाजूने आणि कॉन्व्हेक्स वरच्या बाजूने. तर दिस इज द स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ गोल्गी कॉम्प्लेक्स. नाउ वेसिकल्स आर स्मॉल, वी हॅव सीन ऑलरेडी इन द डायग्राम, अँड दीज आर आयदर स्मूथ ऑर कोटेड वेसिकल्स. ते कधी कधी डायरेक्ट असे स्मूथ पण असू शकतात किंवा त्यांना कोट पण असू शकतो. अँड लास्ट वन इज द गोल्गियन व्हॅक्युअल्स. वी हॅव सीन vacuoles in the word vesicles when the droplet comes out. Golgian vacuoles are large, spacious, rounded, sac-like structure and lies at the distal end of the cistern. ते distal end ला म्हणजे मागच्या बाजूला असतात. And these are produced by the vesiculation of cistern. म्हणजे सिस्टर्नीच्या वेसिक्युलेशनच्या प्रोसेसने वेसिकल्स तयार होतात आणि त्यांना आपण म्हणतो गोल्गियन व्हॅक्युअल्स. बघा, ते लांबट असतात, गोलसर असतात, त्याच्यामध्ये मटेरियल स्लॅक्स भरलेलं असतं, सिक्रेटरी मटेरियल भरलेलं असतं आणि त्या सिस्टर्नीच्या साईडने तयार होतात, मागच्या साईडने तयार होतात. सो दिस इज अबाउट द गोल्गी कॉम्प्लेक्स स्ट्रक्चर. नाउ वी विल सी द फंक्शन्स ऑफ गोल्गी कॉम्प्लेक्स. Golgi complex is actively involved in metabolism of cells. Actually, all the cell organelles perform the function of metabolism and cell digestion and cell maintenance. But metabolism is the important mechanism in which the energy is provided or energy is supplied to the cells. Then it performs another following functions. Number one, the primary function of Golgi complex is formation of secretory vesicles. We have seen in figure at the sides the secretory vesicles are formed, or we can call it as primary lysosomes. See, wonderful thing is that from the nuclear membrane, endoplasmic reticulum is formed. From endoplasmic reticulum, cisternae are formed. From cisternae, complex is formed. That is nothing but the Golgi complex. From complex, secretory vesicles are formed, and from vesicles lysosomes are formed. Means all the cell organelles are formed from mainly from the stacks of the nuclear envelope, or we can say endoplasmic reticulum. This is the base. Then second, it acts as packaging and forwarding center of cell because it works as condensation unit of cell. Means it take part in the condensation activity and works as a packaging. At this reason, the molecules of lipids, enzymes, hormones, etc. get condensed. Means in short, the condensation of these molecules like lipids, enzymes, hormones are carried out by Golgi complex. And in this way they take part in the process of metabolism. Third function, it synthesizes complex carbohydrates. In previous we have seen the same function is carried out by endoplasmic reticulum and they are derived from the endoplasmic reticulum. Therefore, the function might be the same. Carbohydrate from simple sugars, and afterwards these get combined with proteins to form glycoproteins. Means after some time they get combined with protein molecules and forming the glycoproteins. Fourth, it manufactures acrosomal part of the sperm in testes of most vertebrates. If you remember, the part of sperm is globular sperm and having a long tail. So in the globular sperm, the anterior end is somewhat dark and blackish part, that is nothing but the acrosome. And that acrosomal part of sperm is manufactured by Golgi complex. Acrosome is a cap-like structure, lies at the head of the spermatozoa. If you remember the structure, at the proximal end of spermatozoa, frontal end of spermatozoa, it contains various enzymes required for the penetration of vitelline membrane of egg. Means spermatozoa needs to enter in the egg or ovum to fertilize the egg, and therefore to enter inside the egg to break the vitelline membrane of the egg, the acrosome is necessary. And that acrosome is a proteinous material, enzymatic material. Naturally, all enzymes are formed from proteins, no problem at all. So these are manufacturing the acrosome. Fifth, in the cells of endocrine glands means the glands which secrete their secretion directly in the blood. They have no duct, they have no capillary, therefore it is called as endocrine glands. In the cells of endocrine glands, Golgi complex is actively concerned with synthesis of various hormones. Means hormones are also synthesized by Golgi complex. In protozoan cells, Golgi complex forms and functioning of contractile vacuoles. Golgi complex forms and functioning of contractile vacuoles. Means contractile vacuoles might be developed and performing their functions by the Golgi complex, particularly in protozoa animals or single cell animals. In plant cells, it is responsible for synthesis of cell wall. You see, the important function in plants, that is formation of cell wall, is cooperated or carried out by the Golgi complex. Golgi complex also plays an active role in the formation of conjugated compounds. Which are conjugated compounds? Like phospholipids and lipoproteins, because these are the basic structures of plasma membrane, isn't it? And these are derived from this Golgi complex. So that are most essential for the synthesis of plasma. You see here, the word comes here, that are most essential for the synthesis of plasma. In this way, the plasma membrane is formed. So all these functions are performed by Golgi complex. So in the next, we will see ultrastructure of lysosomes and for functioning of lysosomes in the next lecture. Till then, we will concise our speech here. So next lecture will be in the next. Till then, see you.